Good morning, Destiny players, and welcome to a new build video for Destiny 2. We keep on keeping on here at Bladeburger HQ. I am Bladeburger, your local Aaron Yeager was right kind of guy. I've owed a friend this build for a while now, and I'm just now getting around to it. You'd be surprised how long it took me to get one of these to drop. Make sure to do the goodies that the algorithm enjoys. And now let's get into the build. Dim link in the description if I remember to put it down there. This build is a powerhouse for a majority of content in the game. Solar Titan is the strongest PvE class in the game, and this build shows why. Eternal healing, reliable ability spam, and more. You only die if you're bad, like me. It's not Lordly Splendor, but Phoenix Cradle. These exotic boots make Soul Invictus last twice as long, and gives it to allies who pass through your sunspots. They also gain Restoration. Not a lot of words, but incredible power. Let's get to the class to really show why this build works for me. For class, Solar Titan. Hammers as our super of choice, as bonking is cool. For barricade, I don't really use mine, so use whatever. For melee, throwing hammer. You get a hammer that can bonk enemies for good damage. Picking up the hammer if it bonks someone gives solar cure. If not picked up, it explodes after a certain time. For grenade, also use whatever, but I use thermite because wave grenades are cool. For aspects, Soul Invictus of course. Solar ability kills, hammer super impacts, or scorched enemy kills make a sunspot, which leaves a puddle of fire on the ground that scorches enemies and gives you restoration. It also extends your super duration. Our other aspect is Roaring Flames. Solar ability kills give extra damage with solar abilities up to 3 stacks. For fragments, Ember of Empyrean. Solar weapon or ability kills extend radiant and restoration effects on you. Ember of Torches. Powered melee hits against enemies makes you and nearby allies radiant, buffing your weapon damage. Ember of Benevolence. Applying a solar buff to allies, so Restoration, Cure, Radiant, gives bonus regen speed to your non-super abilities for a bit. Ember of Tempering, an underrated fragment. Solar weapon kills give you and nearby allies bonus recovery, and while it's active, solar weapon kills extend its duration and make a fire sprite. So there's the class, now let's talk weapons. For weapons, it's really up to you, but lean towards the good solar weapons. BXR, Drang, Callus Mini Tool, those ones. I personally use Drang as I am a sidearm simp. Love me some sidearms. If the weapon has Incandescent, it's probably good for this build. Double points for an Incandescent combined with another ability energy giving perk that isn't Thresh or Wellspring. Those are awful perks. Let's get to the mods. This build is a hybrid ability spam and weapon build, using weapon surges and orb generation perks. On helmet, we got Hands On and Ashes to Assets. Gain bonus super energy for kills with the ability each one corresponds to. We also have Harmonic Siphon, allowing us to make orbs of power on double kills with weapons matching our subclass type. On arms, Heavy Handed and Firepower. Like helmet, these make orbs of power on kills with their respective ability. We also have Font of Focus, giving plus 30 discipline when we have an armor charge. Armor charges are gained through orb pickups. I only have this because throwing hammer comes back instantly on pickup, but a grenade takes a while to recharge. On chest piece, this armor piece is borderline useless for builds, so really just run whatever you want. I run reserves. On legs, double solar weapon surge. While we have a decaying armor charge, we get 17% bonus weapon damage for solar weapons. Stacked with radiant, by the way. We also have Absolution, giving us ability energy for all abilities when we slurp up an aura power. On class item, double time dilation, extending the duration of decaying armor charges up to 18 seconds from 10 seconds. We also have a utility mod, Proximity Ward, giving us a powerful overshield when we finish enemies. Not Reaper, shockingly, because I never use my class ability. So there's the mods, and here's the overview. Take a look, rate my fantastic drip, screenshot, and depart. It's up to you. Just make sure to subscribe. Now, let's talk synergies. A lot goes on with this build. Not too much to keep track of, but there's just a lot going on. Each ability kill does a few things. Makes an aura power, creates a sunspot, gives extra super energy, and stacks up Roaring Flames. When we collect an aura power, more stuff happens. For 18 seconds, Font of Focus gives 30 discipline, we get more ability energy, and our solar weapons deal more damage, which triggers a few fragments. Inside a sunspot, loads of healing and damage, more ability energy gains, and triggers of fragments if allies run through them. This build uses ability spam and weapon damage to do quite a lot. Drang, which I use, is a powerhouse of a weapon, one of the best in the game. Even without elemental surges and activities, this build cleared rooms all on its own. Throw grenades, bonk enemies, make sunspots. It's the Titan way. Use this build to solo dungeons. I'm not good enough to do that, so you go do it. Have fun and make sure to let me know how this build does. Thank you all for watching. Join my Discord. Become a member. See you all in the next one. Bladeburger out.